Hi guys, I wanted to pop on because I've been having a lot of conversations about exactly what it is that a coach does. Like, what do you do? Which I love because I am straight to the point, right? And I had these questions too when I started. So I just kind of thought that I would pop on and let's just talk about it. Okay, I made a list because otherwise my brain is gonna go into Momville and I'll just be like, what am I even talking about? So basically, at the very core of what we do, our journey, bettering ourselves mentally and physically is the number one thing that we do. So what does that mean? It means that we eat clean, we eat our superfood, Shakeology, obviously. And I just want to start and say, I said when I signed up, I'm not a shake person. I eat my food. That was 6 years ago. And my OB has approved it as my prenatal vitamin for 2 pregnancies. So I'm just going to leave that there. So it's a daily dose of dense nutrition. And it's delicious and bomb, so we'll leave it. And that just kind of helps us, and it helps me in the energy department, and also kind of curbs cravings and stuff like that. So that on top of meal plans, right? So we are properly fueling our bodies. And these are meal plans that are designed by professionals, right? Nutritionists in the field, accredited, and they're really easy to follow, which I think is the most important part. We all know I don't cook, so I'm not even gonna try to be oh, it's so much easier. We have found with 3 kids eating, it's difficult, isn't it? Do we have to feed them? Just kidding, we do. To try to make it as easy as possible, and that's something that trial and error I have the ability to help with, right? So we're not reinventing the wheel every time we make dinner. Anyway. So meal plans, and then we also have a supplement line, which again, this is new to me. I've been an athlete my whole life and I've never done pre-workout, and now I can't live without it. I actually drink it multiple times during the day. It's a caffeine replacement. And I alternate, right? So I'm drinking coffee right now. But normally I have my pre-workout before my workout, and then maybe in the afternoon with some extra ice and water. And it's just delicious, and it allows me to keep up with my children because I have too many of them. And just like we take care of properly fueling our body, we also do that with our mind. As a mom, I can only speak to moms, but it's exhausting, right? It's exhausting. So the only way that we can make sure that we can wear all the hats, do all the things, is to make sure that we give ourselves a little bit of time each day. So to me, I'm a podcast girl or I'm an Audible girl. So I like to listen to my books. I also sometimes use that time as business development. And so I like to listen to other leaders in the company and see what I can take from that and put it into my own business. Here is the biggest thing. I do not sell, I share, okay? And I know you're like, yeah, but you do sell. So here it is. I've always had a thing with sales. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. When I worked in digital advertising, and I worked for a startup, so we were kind of naming our own positions. I remember having a conversation being they were like, how about director of sales? And I was like, yeah, no, that's not gonna work for me. And they were like, but you negotiate $1 million contracts. And I'm like, yeah, well, how about director of network relations? Here's the thing. Even at sales, yes. Do I have links you can buy things from me? Yes, I absolutely do. Do you need to buy something from me for me to help you? Absolutely not. It's not what I'm here for. Well, it is what I'm here for, but you know what I mean. Bear with me. I share what works for me because this is how I feel good. This is how I have become the best version of myself. So if you're going to ask me what I do, this is what I do because I've never believed in anything more. With the company and with the products and with the teams and all that stuff. So it's my job to inspire you to move. It's my job to motivate you. And I just hope that that's never salesy because that's never my intention. And then probably the biggest part of being a coach is hosting virtual boot camps. So I have my B Team boot camp. It's bumping right now with like, I think over 200 people. Every single day I'm in there again to motivate. Excuse me, too much coffee. So I'm bringing to the table, you know, different things, right? So it's kind of seasonal. So like right now we're doing like a barbecue. We're talking about barbecues. We're keeping it summer related. People are kind of poking around different programs. And there's all different ways that we run it because we like to keep it fresh and interesting, right? But in there on a daily basis, you can expect recipes, motivation, fitness tips. I don't know, it's kind of just my favorite place in the whole wide world. And what I think it's become my savior, because there's so many people in there and we are forming real, genuine friendships, and we come in there and it's not just about fitness, right? Like we're talking kind of like complaining, maybe you could say, about our family. And like when you have an off day, there's somebody there that's like, oh my God, I did that yesterday. Like, it's okay. Go press play, like grab a drink, grab a book, take a bath, whatever. It's like, it's the community sense of your peers, right? Like-minded people. Like we're not here for perfection. Participation is not required. Interesting, right? Because I know it looks different on everybody. I have challengers in there who show up every single day. They'll post their meals, they'll post this, they'll post everything. I have other people who are doing just as good, but they never make a peep in there. So if you are benefiting from my boot camp, that's the requirement, okay? That's it. So basically from me, you get texts, Facebook Messenger, Marco Polo, like whatever you wanna do, I'm down with that. And then when you come on, and this has been kind of like my baby, because there are no requirements when you decide to be a coach. So there are some people that come on and just focus on like sell. Awesome. They're probably making bank. I choose to turn it into my team because I think I missed that like management thing from my big girl job. So I've really taken into developing training for my team. And I want to replicate and help them do what I've done or what I've been able to do in 6 years. So that being said, if you can cliff note all of that together, as a coach, you are expected to show up for yourself, number one, and that's probably the most important. Show up for yourself, inspire, educate, and then mentor. So if any of that sounds like something you're curious about or questions further, I could talk about this all day, but I've been noticing that I've been having a lot of conversations kind of about the same thing, so I just wanted to clarify. Yeah, so holler at me, message me, DM me, carrier pigeon me, whatever you want to do. And I hope that this was helpful. I'll talk to you soon. Can't wait to see you in the boot camp.